Nobody wants to see you happy. Nobody wants to see you rich. Nobody wants to see you ripped. Nobody wants to see you thriving. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody beneath you or on the same level as you want to see you do like this. Because when you shoot up, you automatically create a gap between you and them. And the moment you do this is the moment you remind them that they're not doing this. So what do? You continue to hang around the same people, places, and things. And that is the reason why you're not thriving. Because the people you are around don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you make money. They don't want to see you make $83,000 in a month. They don't want to see you get checks. They don't want you to get any of that. They want you to stay where you are. And even the well-meaning people that you are surrounded around, they really don't want to see you grow like that. To the point where you have unlimited freedom, where you can be anybody you want to be, where you can do anything you want to do, where you can go anywhere you want to go. They don't want to see that. So this is why it's important for you to stay on your pivot. Stay sharp. Stay focused. I spend the vast majority of my time alone. The reason why I spend the vast majority of my time alone is because I don't want to be around people that only want to sabotage me. I don't want to be around people that are thinking down here. I don't want to be around people that are thinking at a lower level, living at a lower level, complaining but never doing anything about it. So I stay alone most of the time. And you might think that's sad, but I was sad when I was around people that did not want to grow. I was sad when I was surrounded by the masses who were comfortable where they were. I was sad then. I'm happier now. I'm about to say something that's going to shock you. You might have to drop your friends. You might have to drop your family members in order to level up in life. This is something that enough people don't really talk about. So many successful people that I talk to on a consistent basis, not everybody, but so many of them say, man, I had to cut my family off. I had to cut my friends off. And you might think that's sad, but they're not talking about, the people that are really close to them. They're talking about all the others. All the others that fill them with doubt. All the others that continue to bring negativity in their lives. All the others that kept them at a lower level of living and a lower level of thinking. You might have to walk away from some of those people. I'm quick to abandon somebody. And the reason why I'm quick to abandon somebody is because in order to become the person that I am today, I had to abandon my old self. You got to be willing to walk away from the past if you are ever going to embrace your future. So many people are stuck in the past, and you wonder why you can't manifest. You wonder why you can't get to the next level. You wonder why you can't catch a break. You wonder why things continue to be the same as they've always been. The reason why is because you're stuck in a cycle. You're stuck in the past. You're hanging around the same people. You're hanging around the same places, watching the same television show at the same time every single day. Some of you guys are going to do the same thing this weekend that you did last weekend. And you wonder, man, I can't catch a break, man. I don't know. It's It's not the economy. It's not the government. It's not your neighbors. It's not the Democrats. It's not the Republicans. It's not the Christians or the atheists or the black people or the white people. It's not the women or the men. It's you. And until you realize that, you'll never be a master. Sometimes when I tell people to be a master, they say, Robbie, nobody's perfect. I'm not talking about being perfect. I'm talking about being a master. A master is someone that is dedicated to the art of living with intention, the art of controlling their mind, controlling their emotions, choosing their behaviors consciously, living life on purpose. You can manifest anything you want to have if you're willing to become who you need to become in order to have it. Yeah, I tell people all the time, you got to become the life you want to experience. It's not just going to manifest for you like that unless you become it. You got to transform yourself. That's why they call it personal transformation. It's your ability to personally transform. But if you're staying the same and your reality is staying the same, knock, knock, there's a common denominator, and that the common denominator is you. Sure, you can raise your vibration, but you got to be willing to keep it high. Act it out. Live it out. Do you really want to continue to hang around the same people that don't want to see you grow? When I was young, they told me to stay the same, keep it real. Don't change, Robbie. Hey, man, keep it real now. Don't forget about the little people. Forget the little people. Because the little people were going to keep me little. I literally will stop talking to someone if they tell me, oh, you forgot about the little people. I had somebody a few weeks ago text my phone, which fortunately I'm changing. Text my phone, oh, you don't think about us little people down here anymore. That type of person doesn't even deserve a response from me. First of all, why are you calling yourself a little person? I would never call myself a little person. Second of all, I'm busy. I'm growing. So even if I was going to call you back, I'm not calling you back now because you're acting like a baby. So I walk away from people that are not in alignment with the vision that I have for myself. I walk away from anyone that I don't feel wants to really see me reach my highest potential. And that's something that a lot of people aren't willing to do. I know so many people that hang around the same people, not because they really like those people, but because they've always hung around those people. We don't have to hate each other in order to go our separate ways. We're moving in a different direction. It's okay. I'm going over here. You're going over here. I'm going over here. You're staying right here. It's okay. We don't have to hate each other, but we dang sure don't have to keep hanging out. You might have to change your friends. You might have to stop hanging around your family so much. I looked around at my family, and I'm going to be honest, I looked around at my family and I didn't see anyone that had the life that I wanted to live. And I said, I'm out, guys. I'm out. I looked around at my peer group, my friends, and I didn't see anybody living the life that I wanted to live. And I said, hey, guys, I'm out. But I gave everybody a fair warning before I went out. I said, hey, here's where I'm going. Come with me. Here's where I'm going. Come with me. They didn't want to come with me. I said, deuces. I'm out. And I do that unapologetically. I give a lot of warnings before I abandon people. And again, I had to abandon my old self in order to get to where I am today. I don't associate with anyone that I don't feel is for my highest good. Some people now want to surround themselves around me, but they only want to take. I told a guy the other day, I said, if you keep talking to me and texting me, I'm going to send you an invoice. Because every time you talk to me and every time you text me, you want something from me. What have you ever given me? Think about that. You might be surrounded by takers. People that want to take up all your time, take your money, take your energy, take your information, but what are they giving you? What are they giving you? And most importantly, what are you giving yourself? What are you giving yourself? In 2011, I was given a choice. Either take my life or change my life. Needless to say, I decided to change my life. How did I do it? I did it using the power of my mind. But before I tell you how I did it, I want you to know just how bad off I was. I mean, for anybody that gets to the point where they want to take their life, it's gotta be pretty bad. And for me, it was pretty bad. I mean, at that time, I was 27 years old and I was done. I'd had enough. It was bad luck after bad luck after bad luck. I mean, at the age of 7, I had a near-death experience. Then, after my physical scars healed, I realized that I was living in a very toxic environment. I mean, my father was not only an alcoholic, he was not only a gambler, but he was very, very violent. And night after night, we didn't know if we were gonna have a place to stay or not. Sometimes we would have to run out of the house in the middle of the night because my father was threatening to take our lives. That's how bad off it was. And so I grew up in a constant state of fear and anxiety. And at the age of 16, my father just died on his birthday. Not to mention, we were on bad terms when he died. So not only did his death leave a scar, but the fact that he died while we were on bad terms left another scar. And so the cycle continued. After that, I got involved in street activities, became a gangster rapper, and just found myself spiraling out of control. Now, on the outside, it looked like I was living the life of my dreams because, again, I was a rapper. I was doing shows across the United States. Deep down inside, I was completely numb. And so in 2011, after my last show in Ogden, Utah, I decided that I was going to come back home and take my life. And as I'm sitting there contemplating, all of a sudden, I have this epiphany. This voice starts speaking to me. It let me know that I had a choice. Change my life or take my life. And as I'm sitting there battling with myself, convincing myself that it's best to just go ahead and take my life, my consciousness started to get louder and louder and louder. And it basically said, Robbie, you've been living like a victim up until this point. And if you really want to change your reality, you got to stop living like a victim. You got to stop blaming everybody else for your circumstances. You have to start living as if you are the creator of your personal reality. And that's where my journey started. I decided that I was going to start living as if I was 100% responsible for the quality of my life experience. So that meant that I had to change the way that I thought. It meant that I had to change my emotions. And it also meant that I had to change my actions, which ultimately led to me changing my habits. And in 30 days, I was unrecognizable. I went from being one of the most depressed individuals you ever would have came across to one of the happiest individuals that you have ever come across. And many years later, I'm still the same way today. Not to mention, I have used the power of my mind and the law of attraction and all of that woo-woo stuff that you hear about to take myself from being a depressed kid with no money to my name to an individual that's built multiple online empires over the years. And when I say online empires, I mean, I literally dropped out of school in the 9th grade. But using the power of my mind and using the power of the internet, I took my last 25 cents and turned it into a multi-million-dollar empire over the years. And that's what the Mind Master Society is about. It's all about taking you from where you are to where you want to be. I'm going to teach you the mindset and the spiritual and emotional practices that has taken me from being a zero to the hero of my own reality. I know that you are powerful. I know that you have it in yourself to change the quality of your life experience, but you need someone to hold you accountable. And that's what I'm here to do. The Mind Master Society is a love child of mine. After building multiple companies on the internet like Southern Web Service, Overstock Domain, Web Asset Group, and a plethora of others, and after being the man behind hundreds of companies on the internet today, I started the Mind Master Society because I have a deep desire to constantly evolve. And constantly evolving means that I'm always pivoting. I'm always shifting my business model. I'm always coming up with new ideas, and I'm always, most importantly, following my heart. And Mind Master Society is a child of my heart. It is me answering the call of my own soul, because I know that you can create your reality to be whatever you want it to be. And when I say that, I mean that literally, because there's different levels to this. For instance, when I first started out, I just simply wanted to be happy. Then I wanted to make some money. Then I wanted to make money in a specific way. Fast forward to today, I've carved my life out so well and manifested the life of my dreams so abundantly that it's hard to even get me on the phone today. I literally don't take phone calls. I don't really answer the emails. And I make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, simply because I've programmed myself to believe that it's possible. And I'm here to tell you that it's possible for you as well. So if you are looking to create magic in your life, if you are literally looking to change the quality of your life experience and go from feeling like a zero to being the hero of your own reality, this is the society for you. Welcome to the Mind Master Society. Go ahead and become part of a society that can open you up to a variety of power and wealth that is ready for you to experience. Master yourself.